Hello YouTube, it is me again, Prodigious, back at it again. Now previously we went over a very simple version of Gallantmon. Now today I'm going to bring you what I believe is actually a slightly superior version, just because it does the same thing that Gallantmon's already trying to do, but on a much wider, bigger scale. And that is Gallantmon X Antibody. Let's get into it. And if you do happen to hear it in the background, I have my doggo sleeping next to me, and she does snore a bit, so I hope that doesn't interrupt the video for you. But anyway, getting into it, I'm running 2 copies of Gallantmon from BT12. Oh, and actually I'm skipping something already. We are also running as our Digi-Egg Digimon, also from BT12. So I guess I should go over Digimon first. So the egg brings us your turn at 1,000 to the maximum of your DP-based deletion effects. So basically, if it deletes, say, 3,000, with this egg it deletes 4,000, and so on and so forth. And that's going to be an ongoing theme you will see in this version of the deck. But Gallantmon here from BT12 offers, on play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add all Takato Matsuki among them into your hand, and place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order, as well as the inheritable of your turn. While this Digimon has Growlmon or Gallantmon in its name, it gets plus 2,000 DP. Then I'm running just 2 copies of Gallantmon from the Starter Deck 7. This is the promo version that you get out of the Beelzemon Advanced deck. But this has, if your opponent has a level 6 or higher Digimon in play, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Gallantmon in your hand for its Digivolution cost of 4, ignoring its Digivolution requirements, as well as they are inheritable as when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, draw a card. Then we're running 4 copies of Gallantmon from EX2. He has, on play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Growlmon or Gallantmon in its name, and 1 Takato Matsuki among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. As well as, when attacking, once per turn, if this Digimon has Growlmon or Gallantmon in its name, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 DP or less. I'm also running 4 copies of BT9 Gallantmon X Antibody. Now, he hard plays for 4, so he's a bit more pricey as a rookie, but he can Digivolve on top of a Gallantmon for free. He also offers, when Digivolving, delete an opponent's Digimon with 3,000 DP or less. His inheritable is your turn at 1,000 to the maximum DP you can choose with DP-based deletion effects. Next, moving on to our champions, we are again running just 2 copies of the Starter Deck 7 Growlmon. Your turn once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon is deleted, gain a memory as is inheritable. Then we're running 4 copies of Growlmon from BT12. He has, when Digivolving, if you don't have a Takato Matsuki in play, you may play 1 from your hand without paying the cost. As well as the inheritable as, when this Digimon has Growlmon or Gallantmon in its name, it gets plus 2,000 DP. Then, last for our champions, we are running 4 copies of Gallantmon X Antibody. Digivolves on top of Gallantmon for 0. Inheritable is your turn at 1,000 to the maximum DP you can choose with DP-based deletion effects. So if you're keeping count, so far we're only up to our champions going into our ultimates, and already if we build a big tower of a Digimon, we already have up to 3,000 additional DP that we can add to our DP deletion effects. Now moving on, we have War Gallantmon from EX2. He has, when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less. If you have a Red Tamer in play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less instead. He also has the inheritable of your turn. Add 1,000 to the maximum DP you can choose with DP-based deletion effects. So now we're up to adding 4,000 to our DP deletion effects if we're building a big enough tower. Last, for our ultimates, in our level 5s, we are running War Gallantmon X Antibody. Now what he does is he can Evo on top of a level 4 for 3, or he can Evo on top of a War Gallantmon for nothing. Now, he has when Digivolving until the end of your opponent's turn. 2 of their Digimon gain, on deletion, lose 1 memory. Then, if War Gallantmon or X Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose total DP adds up to 6,000 or less and delete them. So if we do our combination of raising this thing upright, that deletion effect can actually read as delete something that adds up to 1,000, or not 1,000, but 10,000 or less. So yes, we are definitely going to be able to delete plenty of bodies. Now going into our megas, we are running 3 copies of Gallantmon from BT12. He has the following. He has Raid. When this Digimon attacks, you may switch the target of the attack to one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon with the highest DP. So that's his new keyword ability for that. He also has when Digivolving. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less. He also has when attacking. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less. If no opponent's Digimon was deleted by this effect, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. So yes, I believe this is actually the much superior version of Gallantmon, because you're already doing the same thing, but on a much bigger and wider scale in terms of your deletion effects. You also get to really abuse the fact that you are also increasing your DP, because now you can swing into stronger DP Digimon with that raid effect. And when you attack, you delete something, and if you didn't delete anything at all, in other words, you're controlling the board, you get to trash a security. So you're getting the best of both worlds. Then finally, I'm running 3 copies of Gallantmon X Antibody. So he can Evo on top of your level 5 for 4, or he can Digivolve from a Gallantmon for 1. He has when Digivolving. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. If no Digimon is deleted by this effect, unsuspend this Digimon. So already, that means you can swing with Gallantmon, trash security, delete something or both, and then you can Evo into this, delete something else if you can, but if not, this guy gets to unsuspend. So you're being aggressive while controlling the board. He also has the built-in effect of your turn once per turn when an opponent's Digimon is deleted. If Gallantmon or X Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. So again, just multiple effects that can allow you to just trash the opponent's security. Now, going into our tamers. We are running 3 copies of Takato. Also, it should be noted that the Gallantmon X antibody is from BT9. So Takato Matsuki from BT12, he's going to be our memory fixer. If you have 2 or less memory at the start of your turn, set to 3. He also has the ability to allow us to warp Digivolve, because main once per turn by placing this Tamer and 1 Growlmon and 1 War Growlmon in your trash in any order as the bottom Digivolution cards of one of your Digimon. That Digimon may Digivolve into Gallantmon in your hand for the cost, ignoring the level, and the Digimon Digivolve by this effect gets plus 2000 DP. Then we're also running 3 copies of Takato Matsuki from EX2. Now, what does he bring to the table? He has your turn. When an opponent's Digimon is deleted, you may suspend this Tamer to gain memory. He also has, when one of your Digimon would Digivolve into a Digimon with Gallantmon or Growlmon in its name, that Digimon gains, when Digivolving, Blitz. And what Blitz does is it says this Digimon can attack when your opponent has 1 or more memory for the turn. So this is going to allow us to be even more aggro. We can actually go ahead and Evo our lineup and not be afraid of the memory going over and passing turn, because we can still swing thanks to that Blitz. And then last but not least, I am running a total of 4 option cards. I'm running 2 copies of Atomic Blaster. This card says choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose total DP adds up to 8,000 or less and delete them. Security effect is to add the main effect. And then we have 2 copies of Atomic Megalo Blaster. Choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose total DP adds up to the 10,000 or less and delete them. So, like I said, this deck feels like a more superior version to Gallantmon because we are doing the same thing but on a much bigger and wider scale. Thanks to the ability to add 1,000 multiple times through our effects of our DP-based deletion effects, we can delete much bigger bodies, we can delete multiple bodies, we gain DP, we gain memory, we control the board while being aggro. Now, this deck will probably change a lot more in the near future when we get the new Gallantmon and even the Gallantmon Crimson mode Ace cards in the near future. But until then, that is my hot takes and versions of Gallantmon. And I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time.